local wrestling team is training for one of the toughest middle school tournaments anywhere in the country. And KTVU Scott Reiss tells us that this team is unique in more ways than one.
Napa and Vallejo, geographically adjacent, socioeconomically distant. Youth wrestling is bridging that gap. After 15 years as friendly rivals, the Napa Sheriffs and Vallejo Springstowne Wildcats are combining their squads to represent California at the U.S. National Dual Championships in Illinois.
You have two completely diverse communities that are essentially right next to each other, and they're competing against each other most of the time. They're trying to put each other's back on the mat. But here's a situation where we're providing these kids, both kids from Napa and kids here from Springstowne, an opportunity to get to know each other, travel as a group, and go out and have fun and compete on a national level.
To compete and to experience, both of which are so beneficial on so many levels.
Wrestling is not the sole purpose of going out there. That is one of the purposes, but it's also to get some of these kids out of Vallejo who have never even left this town. They have never even gone outside of Vallejo. And for them, that's huge.
The best part is you get to travel with friends. Well, not even friends. These friends just become your family because you just get so close to them.
It's going to be pretty cool because I've never been on an out-of-state trip for wrestling before, and we're going against all-star wrestlers.
But aren't you guys all-star wrestlers?
I guess in some way, yes.
It is somewhat ironic that an arrangement predicated on team building and unification centers around one of the most fundamentally individual sports. But that's all part of the learning process.
What I think makes wrestling genuinely unique is that you don't have anybody to hide behind. You can't pass the ball off to somebody else, and you can't take a play off like maybe you can in football and hide behind 21 other kids. It's you in a silly-looking uniform out there in the middle of the match.
It's a great sport. It influences hard work, perseverance. It's one of those sports that not everyone's going to fall into the category of. It's kind of one of those sports that you have to show a lot of grit to become a wrestler.
Wrestled or not, life is tough, and it's going to put you on your back, metaphorically speaking, and you're going to have to get up and stand up and go, have the courage to go again and go forward. And that's what we use this as a metaphor for that.
Illinois will be the 33rd state in which the Springstowne teams have competed, with the goal of eventually checking off all 50. But this is the first time that Napa SAL will be involved. The tournament in Illinois is set to take place the final week in March. In Vallejo, Scott Reiss, KTVU, Fox 2 News.